Greetings, Lowcountry golf fans, and welcome to Golf Center. I'm Daniel Cort.
And I'm Heather Carlsberg.
Heather, good to see you again.
Great to see you. Thank you.
We've got a lot of news to get to, so let's jump right in.
We do. Starting off with the University of South Carolina Beaufort men's golf team. They just were playing in Albany, Georgia at Doublegate Country Club. They ended up placing very well and with a score of 299 for their final round. Ended up finishing in 5th place.
Wow.
Next, we have our ladies Sand Sharks from also University of South Carolina Beaufort. They were just playing at Savannah's Quarters this last Tuesday and ended up finishing in 6th place.
Savannah Quarters, Heather, I've played there a few times. What a beast of a golf course that is.
It is.
And it's a Greg Norman course, which we're going to talk about in a little bit here in more detail. Another Greg Norman golf course. But a real quick shout out to those USCB Sand Sharks. That's a program that's still very new in the grand scheme of things. And I got to do a shout out to Chris Lane, the two, Brian Langley, Jack Bingham. You know, a lot of these guys really paved the way for this program that's become, guys and girls, become
Yes.
one of a formidable top 10 in the nation programs.
They're doing excellent.
Yeah.
They really are.
So what else is going on?
All right, we next have coming up at Old Field Golf Club is going to be hosting a charity fundraiser. It's to celebrate the 75th birthday of the March of Dimes. Kylan and Brandon Bright's family, who also live locally in Okatee, they are hoping to raise $7,500 for this nonprofit organization. And this will be also helping not only our community, but really be reaching out to a lot of families and babies in need. And if you would like to participate at this charity golf tournament, it's going to be March 9th, 10 a.m. It will be $300 per foursome. And to get more information about this, please contact Kevin Hinkey. He will be at the Old Field Golf Club, as well as the phone number 843-645-4601 for more information. And if you're not able to play, you can still join the silent auction. I've heard there's great prizes, rounds of golf at all the private golf clubs in this area, as well as excellent prizes and gifts. That silent auction will be starting around 2:30 p.m. So please come out. We'd love to have you and benefit the March of Dimes for Babies charity golf tournament.
And Heather, you know, what a noble charity. You know,
it really is.
Not only are they going to have a great day of golf, but they're going to be, you know, giving their time and their money to something that's, I mean, for God's sakes.
Such a great cause.
And it's been around with us in our community for a long time.
Really long time.
So get out there and be a part of this.
And it will be for the 75th birthday for the March of Dimes.
Beautiful.
Next, we're going to be shifting to some national news that happened this last weekend at the Honda Classic at PGA National.
You know, Heather, if the media had their way, this would have been the Tiger Rory Classic. But you know, as an old coach of mine said in high school, that's why they play the game. It doesn't always turn out the way we expect. You got world number one, world number two in the same field. World number one ends up turning out or pulling out after a quote-unquote wisdom toothache. And Tiger Woods, even though he played 4 rounds, really, at the end of the day, wasn't a factor at +4. What you did see, though, was a newcomer.
Yes.
Michael Thompson. Wow, an Alabama Crimson Tide graduate, 24 years old, Heather had previous to this tournament this year, 3 missed cuts and a T73.
Wow.
So talk about coming out of nowhere. And he had tweeted on Sunday night prior to going to the Honda Classic, sometimes you gotta be in the clouds before you can see the sunshine. How prophetic was that? Michael Thompson goes on to finish 9 under and beat probably the best field, arguably,
in the world.
In the world, or at least this year thus far. So he's brimming with confidence, and he even said in his post-round interview that now he feels like one of the guys.
That is such a special feeling to
have. What was your take watching his performance?
You know, it was really incredible, especially that shot out of the bunker. I don't think he was prepared for it, especially off the tee. He got in trouble and ended up making a 45-foot bunker shot, which, I mean, right there, that's when he really just made a huge approach and really was looking forward to. That's when I think he really was able to win. So
yeah,
it's
and,
a big
you know,
move.
that's really what you got to do on tour, is you got to make those shots. That's all the time we got right now. When we come back, we're going to be joined by Chip Pellerin, the head golf pro at the Country Club of Hilton Head. Stay with us.
Please tune in. Welcome back to Golf Center. We're thrilled to have head golf professional Chip Pellerin from the Country Club of Hilton Head. How are you doing today?
Oh, it's great, and I certainly appreciate the chance to come down and talk a little bit about the Country Club of Hilton Head.
Excellent. Please tell us more. Tell us about the Country Club of Hilton Head. What can we
We've got
know?
a lot of things to tell you about. First of all, we have a lot of fun over there, but the Country Club of Hilton Head, basically full service club. Even though we are semi-private, we do have availability for guests to come and participate with some tee times. Country Club basically opened in 1986. We have a tremendous Reese Jones layout, so if you want to test your golf, come on out and let's have a good time.
Chip, I know I'm very intimately familiar with your golf course. It was the first course I played when I moved here in '96, an amazing layout. But there's a lot of other things going on over there. Tell us about some of the other amenities that you offer.
Hey, we do, and I know if you played there, listen, we have a tremendous fitness center that we have a lot of people come in and enjoy the fitness center, and they get out of the fitness center, go to the indoor pool. We've got an outdoor pool, we've got 6 tennis courts, we've got a tremendous food and beverage operation. So like I say, it's a full service operation over there, and we also have a lot of other things going on. You don't have to be a member in order to have an event catered there, so we have a private events director that she'll be glad to work with you, and you know, so there's a lot going on. We have a lot to offer.
Now tell us more about the membership programs.
Great question. My membership director, Catherine Doherty, would be glad to answer a lot of questions. We can get you her phone number. We have memberships available for a resident and both non-resident. You can get a family or individual membership. So I think we have a little bit of everything to offer, and we'd like for you to come out and take a tour of the club and see what you think.
Chip, speaking of coming out and taking a look at the club, you know, Hilton Head is like the crown jewel of golf outings. I know you guys offer golf outings. Tell us a little bit more about that.
We do. Give you an example. One example would be the Swing for Charity event, which we have with the Hilton Head Island Firefighters Association. But yeah, whether it's a group of 16 or group 28 or you've got a group of 120, we'll be able to take a look, whatever your needs are.
Nice.
And give us a shout, and we'll try to work you in and find something that works for both of us. We'd love to have you.
And what about any chances for a wedding? Could you do that also there at the Country Club of Hilton Head?
Great question, tremendous. We do have a great wedding venue there. And Christina, our private events director, will be glad to work with you. But weddings, if you need a reception, we can cater any receptions. We've got a tremendous clubhouse facility. So yes, please give us a call and we'll be glad to set up a wedding for you.
Chip, what a pleasure it is to have you on Golf Center, and I've known you a long time, my friend, and keep up the great work over there.
Hey, listen, we need to get you out there and try that number 12 again, that par 5, see if you can get there too.
You don't have to ask me twice. Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you, and I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Welcome back. We're joined by Dr. Douglas Scott from the Orthopedic Associates of the Lowcountry. Welcome.
Thank you, Heather. Great to be here.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, Dr. Scott, let's jump right into it. Golf, that's a weird motion. It's not normal probably for the back and the spine. What injuries can be caused by the motion of a golf swing?
That's a great question, and really, you know, mostly golfers will be watching the program here, and they know that really it takes the whole body's motion and coordination to go through a golf swing. So we see really the coordination of the back and trunk with the bones and the muscles there, coordinating from the club up with the wrist, elbow, and shoulders, and so really your whole body is involved.
Wow.
Wow. Now, some people talk about tennis elbow. Can you tell us, is there a golfer's elbow, and what is that?
That's a great question. It's one of the more common injuries and complaints we see with golf. There are two different problems that we typically see in the elbow: tennis elbows and golfer's elbow. And then if you have both of those, we call it country club elbow, actually.
Really?
But tennis elbow is usually on the outside of the elbow where people have pain out here on the lateral side, but golfer's elbow is on the inside. And really the reason why pain is generated there is because the different muscle groups that are being overused with repetitive motions. So in a tennis stroke or a backhand, you would have the repetitive motion of bringing the racket up, so the extensor tendons of the wrist, the tendons and muscles that bring the wrist extended like this. And in a golf, it would be the opposite, so kind of the swinging through, and people would have pain on the medial side.
Yeah, when you say
That makes
pain,
sense.
anybody that's ever had that knows how, I mean, it's hard to pick up a glass of water. Speaking of pain, let's move further down the body, Doc. I know when I practice and I'm on the range for a while, certainly when I'm putting, I get this tightness in my lower back, and that's a real common complaint with most golfers. Talk about the lower back and how that's incorporated into the golf.
That's a great question, Daniel. Probably lower back pain is probably the most common complaint that we see with golfers, even though we see the whole spectrum. But since golf involves a rotational motion and just repetitive strain of the lower back and a lot of bending and crouching, kind of having incorrect posture or just a repetitive incorrect swing mechanic really creates just a repetitive injury, kind of a wear and tear injury that can bother people, and that's really as opposed to other high impact injuries like a contact injury like basketball or football. Really, most of the things we see in our orthopedic practice is kind of low energy wear and tear, and kind of the result of kind of having poor posture or bad swing or doing kind of the wrong mechanics over and over again that leads to pain.
Well, Doc, I mean, what a lot of great info. I mean, anybody that's golfed any length of time understands these issues. Thank you so much for taking time to stop by with us today.
Great to be here. Appreciate it, Daniel.
Great to
Thank
see you. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to be joined by Chris Hendricks, our good old buddy from the Golf Store Outlet. Welcome back, and now we are joined by my good buddy Chris Hendricks over at the Golf Store Outlet. Chris, what's up, man?
Daniel, how you guys doing today? Heather, how are you?
Great to see you. Well, thank you.
Chris, daily specials, man. What's going on over there?
Got a lot of stuff. One thing we do have is our leather Cabretta gloves. They're $5.99 each, or you get 3 for
That's a great
$15.99.
deal.
And that's a pretty big seller.
really nice.
And another one is right now our cart bags. We've got a big selection of 14-hole divider cart bags, cooler, putter well. We've got them for men, but the big special right now is the ladies' bags. We've got about 16 or 17 different designer bags. Leopard print, cheetah print, zebra print,
No kidding.
roses, polka dots, all the stuff that the ladies will, take out, put on their bag, take out on the golf course, have a good time, look nice.
I'll enjoy looking at that for sure.
You'd be styling, wouldn't you?
I would be. In fact, I want to
Exactly.
come over afterwards
No
and go
kidding.
check out your new store. That's looking great. Do you have anything, talking about bags, do you have any equipment for junior golfers?
Yeah, we do. We've got a pretty good selection right now of junior sets, complete sets. They'll start out at $79.99. We've got junior stand bags that start out at $29.99. And then we've got a bunch of golf clubs, single clubs, putters, drivers, single irons, hybrids, and most of those will start out at $9.99 and go up. So we're, it's getting back into that season. It's starting to get a little warmer. Parents are starting to bring, their son and daughter out to play some golf. So we're just trying to get stuff ready for them.
Hey, Chris, we've done several on locations over there at your place, and
Correct.
It's impossible to miss the building of the clubs over there. Anybody that's not been there, you got to come see that. I mean, your guys are doctors at that. You do a lot of custom club making.
Right.
Talk to our viewers a little bit more about what you guys do.
That's one of our big sellers right now. We specialize. We're basically trying to build build clubs for the average golfer to go out there and enjoy the game and have fun. I mean, that's the whole goal, is to get people out there and having a good time. Right now we're running, some good specials. You can have a custom driver built, start out at $129.
Wow.
Custom hybrids will start at, yeah, exactly. And the hybrids just start out at $49.99, and then we can also do custom
my
sets of
gosh.
irons that start out at $279.99. Now, when we do these, we'll take you into the hitting net, we put you on the launch monitor, we kind of go through all your specs, and we, try to find out what works best for your swing.
You're a full outfitter. I mean, that's what most people probably don't know, is that you guys, I mean, you do club fitting from A to Z.
Exactly, we do everything. We measure for grip size, we measure for the right shaft, for the length of the club, what head they're looking for. So yeah, like you said, A to Z.
Well, Chris, it's always good to see you, brother.
Good to see you guys.
Heather and I are going to pop in there. We're going to get her a nice leopard bag here.
There you go.
All right. Thanks, buddy. I'll see you
Appreciate
soon.
it, guys. See you soon.
Welcome back, and I am thrilled to welcome my next guest, Ryan Copeland with Golf for Habitat. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You got a tournament coming up. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
We do. We have a tournament this Friday, March 8th, noon, shotgun start at Ladies Island Country Club in Royal Pines on Ladies Island. And the cost is $50 per person. What we're looking for is foursomes, so $200 for a foursome. So you and 3 golfing buddies. That's what we're looking for. There will be a basic scramble format, and after the tournament's over, there will be hors d'oeuvres at the clubhouse, cash bar, and a small silent auction where you can bid on things like other golf packages.
Sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't
Sounds excellent.
Yeah.
Sounds excellent. Now, what are these proceeds from the benefit? What are they going to be going towards? Could you share with us?
They're going to be going towards the Cat Island Royal Pines sponsored house that we will be building soon.
Excellent. And when also for this house sponsorship, could you tell us about that and what's the cost?
Yes, $50,000 roughly covers the construction cost of a house. So the Cat Island community is putting up half. They've actually already raised their half, and the Royal Pines community is putting up half. And this tournament will hopefully help them get a lot closer to that goal.
Ryan, I think probably most of our viewers are familiar with all the home makeover shows because there's a lot of spin-offs of the original.
Right.
You know, to build a home, you obviously got to have a family to build it for. Have you picked a family for this particular home?
We do. We actually have a family who has actually completed their sweat equity hours already. It's a woman in her late 40s who is actually a stroke survivor. And she's been living on her own, but when the house is finished, she will move in with her daughter, her adult daughter, who will help take care of her.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Well, that's incredible. How long have you been with this organization?
5 years. 5 years now.
Let me ask you real quick before we go. It's got to be an incredible sense of gratification to do what you do. What's that
Definitely.
feeling like for you? When you see their face and you get to be a part of that.
The best part is at the house dedication ceremony when all the construction's finished and they actually get the keys to their house. A lot of times they just can't even get the key in the door because of the tears coming down their face.
Oh my gosh.
It's a great feeling.
So, you know, golf is just sort of a fun byproduct of what
Right.
you do. And I got to say kudos to you guys. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
There's nothing we could give that's greater to our community than what you guys are doing. So thank you so much. You're making a difference. And
Thank
come back
you.
and join us again soon.
We'll do that.
Let us know how it went.
Thanks.
All right, guys, stay with us. When we come back, we're going to be joined by Golden Bear Golf Club. Thanks for staying with us. And my next guest on our last segment is Jeremy Steiner, head pro at Golden Bear Golf Club. Jeremy, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I have intimate love for Golden Bear. It was the first job I ever had here in '96. So I know all about it, but there's probably a lot of people that don't know about Golden Bear. Tell our viewers what really sets Golden Bear apart from the other golf courses.
Well, we got a great golf course in excellent conditions. We have a good staff that offers great customer service, as well as a unique menu at Just Jack's Grill.
Excellent. And does Golden Bear, do they support our community here?
Yes, we support it very well. We just hosted the Golf Excedra High School Invitational, where Hilton Head Christian actually won, and it was the first event in Hilton Head for a team high school event in many years. We also offer great local rates that includes breakfast on the weekends, so locals come on out and play.
That's nice.
Jeremy, for the novice golfer, the expert golfer, we all have one thing in common: we need tee times. We all got to tee off at some time. So, what do you guys do anything special in terms of tee times?
Well, I mean, we do. We offer tee times from 7:30 in the morning to twilight rates in the afternoon. We are, like you said, great for any kind of golfer. We are a very lady-friendly golf course, and you can find us by calling us on our phone number, 689-2200, or we have tee times online at goldenbear-indigorun.com.
Now, are there any programs that you offer, like lessons or anything up and above the run-of-the-mill that somebody just wouldn't know about coming from the street?
I'm glad you asked. We 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings. Every Saturday morning we offer complimentary clinics for ladies as well as men, and
that's
juniors
great.
are welcome as well.
That's nice.
They go from a wide range of, or wide variety. We have from drivers to long irons to wedges and putting, just depending on the weekend. And we also have golf prep, which is Tim and Simon Cook, that offer clinics, get golf ready programs, as well as junior programs.
That Jack Dean guy isn't involved in that program, is he?
Jack is involved in golf prep.
I had to ask. He's an old buddy of mine and a real personality on the island. And you know, again, I got to say, I love the place. It's near and dear to my heart. But outside of that, it's just a phenomenal facility from an amenity and a golf course layout standpoint. And anybody that wants to come and have an awesome experience from dining to golf, they need to come see you, don't they?
Yes, sir, they do. We, like I said, we offer a great experience at Golden Bear and strive the staff for customer service 100%.
Well, I can vouch for that. Jeremy, great to have you on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
I want to thank all of our guests today, and I want to thank you, Heather Carlsberg.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Week 2 with Golf Center. Give me the bump. That's all the time we have this week. Thank you for joining us on Golf Center. We'll see you next week.